then we'll show you our website and talk you through.
The history of Vanderlande. Vanderlande was founded in 1949 by Eddie Vanderlande. Back then they were specialized in machinery and construction, and they were just called Lande. In 1963, Lande merged with the American company called Rapiston Incorporated, and the new name became Rapiston Lande. From 1964 till 1977, Vanderlande or Rapiston Lande got more offices around Europe, and they separated a few years later. And right now their name is Vanderlande, and they are specialized in the supply of automated material handling systems. And it used to be a family business, but the last family member left a few years ago, and now they only have shares.
Here you can see the international aspect of Vanderlande. They're active in 105 different countries, and that means that they have their systems installed there, so mainly at airports or distribution centers, and that's the orange marks. And then they are really settled in 23 different countries, and they have their offices there, and the representatives are there as well. Okay. Vanderlande mainly focuses on transportation, and they have three different segments of transportation, and we'll go in more deeply now.
The baggage handling. Vanderlande has more than 1,000 baggage handling systems at 600 locations worldwide, from the biggest international airports to the smaller regional ones. Vanderlande's baggage handling systems move 3.2 billion pieces of luggage a year, and that is 8.8 million pieces a day. And the orange colored airports are the ones which have a Vanderlande system, and these are the 20 biggest of the world, so a lot of them have a Vanderlande system in it.
The warehouse automation, they're also really good in storing goods, so their service and deliveries is really good. But apart from holding the stock, they also help the companies to improve and develop the efficiency of their work, and therefore you can see that they're really good at it, because they're working with 12 of the top 20 e-commerce, the biggest e-commerce companies in the world. So if they want to work with them, they must be really good.
The parcel and postal. The parcel and postal market is divided into two segments: the express parcel and the postal. The express parcel market, which are the packages, they have big customers such as UPS and FedEx. And for the postal market, their customers are, which you may know, Deutsche Post and Royal Mail. And more than 20 million parcels are sorted by the Vanderlande systems every day, which are 300 packages per second.
This is a chart on which you can see where they make the most money on. So they make the most money on baggage handling, but apart from the three segments of transportation, they also make money on maintaining the already installed systems. So that's the life cycle services. We'll go and show you the site right now.
So this is the homepage, and the orange button saying test your knowledge links you to a site code on which you can take a test about Vanderlande. And below we have an explanation of what Erasmus is, and a photo of us outside the company. Yes. So we chose to make a page about who we are and what our future plan is, and also why we joined the Erasmus project. For example, I joined Erasmus project because it's an opportunity to figure out what I want to do in the future, and to connect with other teenagers around the world. I think you have the same. Yeah.
Okay, Lisa and I are going to tell you what we did during the visit. After we arrived, Emma and Michael gave a presentation which provided us with general information about the company, for example about Vanderlande's history and the type of work they do. And afterwards we attended a presentation which was given by an employee named Tony. First he showed us the main building where most of the employees work. The building is newly renovated, so it is quite modern. And also Vanderlande offers a lot for the employees. For example, the building contains a brand new gym. And it was also quite remarkable that the building has a lot of windows, so it is quite open. And so the employees can enjoy a great view over the city while they work. And also Ton assured us that the collaborative work is strengthened by the opening of the building. But we were quite impressed, and we think it's a great place for the employees to work in.
Yeah. After that, we went to the Innovation Center where we saw the different types of the conveyor belts, and Ton explained a lot about the technique, which was really interesting. And we were even given the chance to try out this called Stack at Ease ourselves. So this is a highly flexible loading ad that helps workers to load containers productively and minimizes their physical workload. And later we sat in a cafeteria and interviewed 5 employees in small groups where we find out a lot about their personal careers and experiences. So finally we can say that we learned a lot and that we gained a positive insight of Vanderlande. And furthermore, we were especially surprised about the work-friendly atmosphere and environment within the company.
Okay, so we got the opportunity to talk to different employees from the company, so from all different sectors of it. We each divided into groups and then got to interview an individual person. So I was working with Susan, who doesn't have a technical background. She works in HR. And she's technically called a talent finder, so she goes out and finds new people, new engineers to work for the company. She grew up in Vanderlande, grew up near Vanderlande, and she worked here her whole life, and she was telling us all about the degree she got, and then she was saying that she wanted to work in the company because it has such a positive atmosphere, and it gives you an opportunity to develop yourself. She also said that if you want an international career, Vanderlande gives you that opportunity. She also mentioned that having something like Erasmus on your CV is something that would really make a difference in terms of applying for a job.
I interviewed someone called Tiago, who has a much more technical background. He works as a PLC engineer in the company, and a PLC engineer basically codes the system, but only a small part of it, so there's a large team of them working together all the time. As a PLC engineer, they also have to travel a lot. For example, later this month he's going to be going to Istanbul. He studied electrical engineering at Lisbon University, which is where he's actually from. But when he was there, he actually participated in the Erasmus program, and he did a 6-month internship here in Eindhoven, which is why after 70% of the company he previously worked at, fired them all, he applied for Vanderlande because he already knew what the town is like. And he hasn't actually been working there that long, he's only been working there 9 months, but he said that because so much of Vanderlande is training and getting to know people, he wants to stay on for about 2 to 3 years because he doesn't think it would be fair to not contribute a large part of a company that has treated him so well.
So finally we have a little section about Vanderlande, which is just explaining what was in our PowerPoint presentation, and it's also in our brochure. So thanks for listening.